Hello saxophone friends, we're going to learn how to swab out our instruments. When you're done with this video, you should have the ability to record quite quickly. This is not a difficult process, and all of you guys should have the materials that came in your case. If not, reach out to me immediately so you can let me know. So step one, we need to talk about why we're doing this. So when you put your instrument back in the case every day after you're done playing, which is a certainly thing you should do, you need to make sure that your instrument is not wet on the inside. And why? Why is that the case? The reason for that is because if you let your pads, these pads that are on the sides, that are underneath the little metal part, the little orange thing, if you let those get wet too often, they will start to swell. And if they start to swell, what will happen is they will stop covering the tone hole correctly. And once that starts to happen, your instrument will stop playing as well, and then you will have to take it to a repair technician, and they'll have to fix it. It can cost as much as $200 to $250 to do an entire instrument, and that's the low end. At that point, you're almost at the cost of a new saxophone. Am I right? So we want to make sure we protect our pads from moisture. We don't never want to stick this thing in the bathtub, nothing like that. So we got to get the moisture out by using a swab. So once you're done, you want to make sure you grab your reed and ligature and get it off of your instrument. That does not need to be on while you are doing this process. Put the reed in the case, put the ligature into the case. Grab your mouthpiece. Actually, we can start with the neck. Grab the neck. We'll start there. And let's get our mouthpiece off. Ooh, Mr. Butler, yours is stuck. Yowzer. I need more cork grease. So the mouthpiece, if you have an old piece of t-shirt or cloth that you can kind of put in here and pull through, very small, maybe like this big, okay, that you can stick through and pull through. That way your mouthpiece isn't wet when you put it in the case. That is wise. Not necessary for this assignment, but wise. All right, so once you've got the main body of the saxophone and the neck, let's start with the neck, because the neck actually is also not necessary for this assignment. I'd like you to do it, but I didn't supply you with a small enough piece of cloth. You should do this. You should find yourself a piece of cloth that's long and kind of put it in the top hole and pull it through the bottom. You can find old pieces of t-shirt lying around your house. Just cut it real thin so it's long, and then twist it up and then stick it in and see if you can't push it through and pull it through once. That should be part of your maintenance regimen. This part is optional for today, but I would like for you to try to work on that if you are able to. That'll help protect that upper pad on the octave key. The main part, though, that you're here for today is this part. We're going to drop the... So this is my the swab itself. Here's the weight. You're going to put the weight side into the hole right here. You're going to let it drop all the way down. And when you see it at the bottom, you know you've gone far enough. You probably need to hold the swab up for yourself. Keep your hand on it. Yep, I see it. It's at the very bottom. You might be able to see it from there. You might not. Yeah, you see all that white cord down there? Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of let it fall through. And ta-da, it fell through. My saxophone's upside down. I'm going to, oh no! And that'll happen to you. I'm glad I did that on camera. Don't do that. Let me show you how to fight that. So I'm going to put my cord through. I'm going to hold the swab at the top. I'm going to tilt it over again. And then I'm going to grab and pull gently. Notice how I didn't... Okay, at this point it's in and you can turn it back around. You want to grab and pull gently. The top of the saxophone is where you can get in the most trouble with things getting stuck. You notice that I had to put a little bit of man strength on it. Do this twice for me on camera. By the way, this is the only part of the video that I need to see. I need to see you putting the swab in, and I need to see you put it through the saxophone 2 times to show me that you understand the concept. And then you'll be done. You don't have to do any of the other pieces unless you were just able to supply yourself with those materials and take care of it. Okay? All right. And there it is all the way through both times. Make sure when you're grabbing the saxophone, you saw me grabbing. I'm grabbing in a very specific way not to bend my rods up. Okay. That's the video. The only thing that I will say that's beyond that is kind of like this swab in general. It may get stinky from time to time. You can put it in the sink with some dish soap and kind of let it soak and then rinse it off real good to get away the smell and any germs that might be growing on it. Best practice, though, is just to leave it outside the case for a little while so it can dry all the way before you put it into the case. All right. Once you've watched this video, record yourself doing the body and any other pieces that you have that you can do because you can supply it to yourself, and you will be done with this assignment for the week. Good job. Have a good time. Bye-bye.